Hi, Scott again. In my garage, I have a 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee with a complaint of a horn not working. I'm going to show you what I do to troubleshoot a horn using simple tools. Here I have a test light. Here I have a relay bypass switch. I recommend getting these. Takes a lot of guesswork out. And we have my own tester here using a 194 bulb and a couple leads. And it actually helps me out pretty well using this instead of the test light. But we're going to use the test light for now. Also, I recommend going to the internet and downloading the wiring schematic for the horn and your vehicle. Here we have a 1998 Jeep Grand Cherokee horn schematic. Here we have the junction box behind the kick panel, which is actually not true. But here we have the junction box. Coming in as a fuse down here to the horn relay. Also power, see it's hot all times, comes down here, goes through the other side of the relay. From here, it grounds through the horn switch. When the horn switch is closed, it energizes the relay, closing this side, sending power down to the horns. Also here we have an overhead module, which this vehicle does not have, so we don't really have to worry about that. Let's go over and check out our vehicle. Underneath our hood is our junction box next to the battery. As we pop the top, we can flip it over and we can see some things. Let's see what we got on top. If you look to the left, third fuse down is our horn. Here's our relays. All the way top right is our horn relay. So here's our junction box here. Okay, this is our horn relay. This is our horn fuse. One thing you could do before doing anything like that, you could always you can test the fuse or replace the fuse, or you can pull this relay out and you can move this relay to this and honk the horn and see if it works. Well, we're not going to do that. I already tried doing that. It's not that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for power through our fuse to our relay. So here we have is our relay over here. So we're going to sit there. Oh, we got power there and we got power on both sides. So we know the fuse is good. Then we come over here to the relay. Now there's four, or actually five, but we don't use one. Remember, there's one overhead console we don't have. So there's four, there's one empty here, that's empty. And then we have here, which is battery positive. Oh, okay, then we know that. We have here that is nothing. We have here battery positive, this is empty. And we have nothing. So we know two are battery positive and one goes to the horn and maybe one goes to the steering wheel. One good thing about this thing, okay, is if you look at it, we know that's battery positive. This must be where the horn is, because if you put this in and you flick the switch from off to on, you should send power down to your horns. You should hear honking. Well, we don't, so we're going to take that out. So we know something's wrong there. We're also going to test the other side of the other side. Since we know, damn cord's in the way. Oh well. Since we know this is battery positive, this goes to the horn. This is battery positive. This wire here should go to our horn switch in the center of the steering wheel. Go over here. We're going to test, make sure the thing works. We're going to go back over here, and we're going to plug it in. Now, when we plug this in, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the horn button, and I'm going to hit the horn button. By hitting the horn button, I notice that all the wiring from that relay to the horn to ground is working properly. So we can eliminate all this here. So we know this is all good. We also know by the test that this fuse is good and it's good to here. And from here, going through here is good. Then with our relay tester, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put, you can either, so we know is this wire goes down to the horn. And this is battery pads. You can do one of two things. You can put a fuse jumper wire in here, or you get yourself one of these, and we're going to place this in the slot, and we're going to turn it on. This sends power down to the horn. And from there, and then what we're going to do here now is we're going to take our tester or circuit tester or test light, and we're going to make sure it works. And we're going to go down to where the horns are, and we're going to see if we have power at the horns. Now, I took the liberty of taking the plate off, or the skirt. It's right behind the bumper where the horns are. Here's the wirings that go to the horn. We have two. Okay, we should have one would be positive. Ah, look at that, positive. Whoop. And we have another one, and we should have positive on this side. Okay, so we know those are positive. Now what we should do is we should move the wiring, move your test light, come back up to, we're going to go back up to the battery, and what we're going to do is we're going to take our test light, move the connector from here to positive, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our horns have good grounds. Okay, we're going to go back to our wiring connectors. We knew one was positive. One was positive. We're going to test the other one. The other one should be ground. Look at that. The other one should be ground. Same thing here. On our other, whoops, got away. On our other one, we should have ground. This one's ground. This one's positive. So by doing that, we know we have power all the way down to where the horns are. So in theory, the horns are bad if you have power going all the way down and all the way down. We also have my cool tester here, which we're going to sit there and we're going to take our connectors here and we're going to plug them into our feed, which now, if you look at it, the wire, the little light here powers up. Okay, now this thing is actually hooked up to both wiring. This thing is actually hooked up to our positive and our ground. The cool thing here though is with this wiring, we can put this light anywhere. I'm going to sit there, turn this off. I'm going to take our fuse tester out, and I'm going to put the regular relay back in. All right, now this bulb with these wiring is all the way down, runs all the way down to where the horn connector is connected to the horn. So all I have to do to really, which is a simple thing, I didn't have to go through all that. All I can do is hook up this tester to the horn area, and I can go and hit the horn button, and look, I know the whole circuit is working, and I need new horns. That's the most simple. That actually takes most of the time out of it, is just trying to find a ground, trying to find a hot, just plug it right into where the horns go to find out automatically I need new horns. Well, got to order them. Thanks for watching. Bye.